off, nigga. Hold up, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was fit.
I take it back. The one relationship I can believe in is Damari and Chris. All right, welcome to Taste Take. If you're new here, today we're breaking down episodes 5, 6, and 7 of Too Hot to Handle Season 6. And I'm gonna be talking about them like you've seen them too. If that's something you're into, hit that subscribe button for your boy. For my regular Taste Takers, let's see if Damari says sorry more than Ruben Studdard did in 2004. Y'all know nothing about no Ruben Studdard, I'm old as fuck. Boom, episode 5. This one's called Damari's Demise. As you probably remember, we left off in episode 4 with Damari taking his sweet time, admitting to Bree that he kissed Valentina on his date. And we start this week off right back there. But Damari finally admits it. Yes, we kissed. Bree was like, so all I'm hearing is you saw a fat ass and spent money. Yes, Bree, that you would be correct. He tells her, hey, Valentina being here doesn't change anything about me and you. Bree says he's acting like a pussy and tells him to find somewhere else to sleep. Also, Damari might have a hearing problem because then he's like, yeah, you know, I got a big decision to make. Damari, were you listening? What decision do you have to make? On the other side of this love triangle, Valentina's recapping this date to the rest of the girls. She's like, yes, y'all, we kissed. Over to Catherine and Louis, who were in the shower together, getting to know each other on a deeper level. Now it's time for bed, and I'll be remiss if I hadn't mentioned the fact that Netflix ain't shit for showing the shake on that Valentina thing. And Damari must have heard that thing shaking too, because he tiptoes into the room and slides into bed with her. Eesh, it's a tough watch. But Bree did say, you can't sleep with me. So what's a guy to do? Everyone goes to bed and they all seem to be even hornier than they were last week. They're all pushing the limits. Joao breaks and him and Flavia start kissing. He literally says, yeah, the group's not going to be happy about this, but I don't give a fuck. For the millionth time, get broke people on this show. Anyway, then Louis, the good example, gets a kiss with Catherine. She's like, okay, let's just keep it a secret. Literally, since when has that ever worked? Please tell me. Next morning, they all wake up and Valentina's talking about some good morning, but ain't nobody trying to hear that shit. It's kind of like when you go on a fringe trip and the one person that everybody hates wakes up first with like real positive, high energy. And they're like, good morning, guys. And we're like, if you don't shut the hell up. No one, like, they don't know that everyone secretly hates them. So it makes it even more cringe. I'm not saying I've been on a trip like this, but I'm not saying I've not been on a trip like this. Anyway, then Bree says again, she feels nothing for Damari. And we can totally tell by the way you keep bringing him up. We find out that last night, Damari and Valentina didn't do any funny business. Damari's like, yeah, you know, I got to figure out which one of them I want. You got to love the confidence in this kid. At the same time, Valentina's got her eyes on Charlie. She tells us that he was looking a little bored over there with Lucy. Also, this is not important, and I do love you, Chris, but the fact that your do-rag is sitting like this when you wake up is literally criminal, and Lana should take $5,000 out the pot just for making us be a witness to it. Then here goes Louis. I'm thinking he's about to come clean for the first time in his life. He's like, yeah, Catherine, we had a little kiss, and that. Just kidding. Like, why wouldn't you just say it right then? Lana finally pulls up and she tells the group they need to be honest with each other. I don't know if she's ever met this group. Then we get a little preview here. Catherine's taking a shower. Charlie walks by the bathroom at the same time. He's like, hey, who's up in there? And she's like, it's Catherine. And Charlie's like, you need a little help with that? Boy, if you don't. Anyway, then outside, Valentina asks Damari why he didn't break a rule with her last night. I know she's new, but didn't they explain the point of the show to her before she got there? I'm pretty sure Damari forgot that he wasn't in the confessional and that he was actually staring face to face to Valentina. He's like, yeah, I made a real strong connection with Bree. Have you seen her? The girl's funny. She's smart. She's passionate. And those eyes. Valentina's like, yeah, I heard you, bro. I'm going to go ahead and break some rules with someone else because clearly you're in love. Over to Charlie, who's still mad that Lucy won't break any of the rules with him. She's like, I'm serious about the money. Lucy got to be the only one on this show that got bills to pay. Lana brings the group into the principal's office, and both Louis and Joao don't want to come clean. Lana's like, all right, cool. Since nobody rose to the occasion, we're going to have to do things the hard way. Damari and Valentina get a little mini shout out from Lana. She's like, look, you guys were the only people to be honest about your kiss, so I commend you for that. And Valentina's like, yeah, I mean, we should get commended for that. Plus, it was my first date. I should be allowed to get a kiss. Here goes Charlie. Nah, that's invalid. This is the craziest part of the episode here. Valentina's like, why is that invalid? Because it wasn't you? Don't get mad at me because you don't like your girl. Boy, damn, that's cold. Lucy jumps in. Well, I don't know if she jumped in. What's less than jumped? Lucy creeps in and she's like, hey, please don't disrespect me. That was really rude and not nice. How the girl is getting made fun of for being nice? I don't even, who is this guy? Why am I like this? She's so cute and posh, but she is also doomed. Then here goes Charlie keeping it real with us. He's like, I hate to admit it, but Valentina's got a point. Bree's still so hurt, she's trying to get a word in. I'm like, Bree, you don't gotta do this. This girl's different. She tells Valentina, well, I don't see Damari all up on you. Valentina still got her AR-15 out because she's like, well, he liked me enough to leave you. Damn. Valentina for sure didn't have breakfast yet because she's like, hey, why is it that I don't have any beef with the hot girls? Just the basic ones. Why are you letting this girl eat like this? Anyway, Joao denies breaking the rules. I don't know where the honesty is. Lana's like, okay, cool. One couple, kissed twice, and did some heavy petting. That's gonna cost you $16,000. But if you don't come clean, I'm doubling it to 32. Joao finally raises his hand. He's like, all right, relax, it was us. He's like, honestly, it could have gone further. I was about to eat that thing. Okay. He didn't say that, but he was thinking it. Lana then calls out another couple for being in the shower together, rubbing on nipples, kissing 4 times, and engaging in mutual manual gratification. Of course, it's Louis and Catherine. The group asks them like, do y'all even care about the money? Catherine's like, no, of course I care. I'm not breaking any more rules. Lana tells them that's gonna cost them $40,000. They could have did all that in the private suite for 20. Lana's like, the total prize fund is now $137,000. But honestly, what's really blowing mine is the dishonesty. I got my eyes on you. Consider this a warning. Back at the house, and Charlie, of course, heard nothing that Lana said. He asks Lucy if she wants to take a shower with him, and this prude actually agrees to it. Charlie does what one does when you get in the shower, and he takes his clothes off. Lucy's out there, damn near in a scuba suit, standing in front of this man naked. Oh, and then proceeds to leave him there just how she found him. Better hope Valentina don't walk by, because she'll definitely jump in that. Over to Catherine, who's trying to have a real conversation with Louis. What do you think he's doing? If anyone at home said not listening, you would be correct. Now it's time for another workshop. This one's called Reflecting the Real You, led by Brendan Durrell. For this exercise, they're all paired with someone different than they be chilling with at the house. The first thing that he tells them to do is to pick up this mirror and tell him what they see. These idiots are like, oh yeah, I see a fat ass. I see a sexy Latina. I see some juicy ass lips. Brandon is like, Jesus Christ. Netflix ain't telling me they was like this. But okay, cool. Does anyone here feel like sometimes they have to put up a front in front of others? He finally gets some of them to raise their hand. Then he gets Bree and Damari to open up. All right, this shit, he really getting through to him. Then he gets to Catherine. The poor thing starts crying, pouring out her heart. Louis over there like, hey, Charlie, would you mind giving her a hug for me, mate? Words you will soon regret. Then Charlie opens up. Lucy's listening to it like, wow, it sounds so good to hear him opening up like this. I'm really lucky to have him. For now. Because then Catherine tells us that seeing Charlie like this, open, vulnerable, looking into his eyes, she's feeling some type of way. She tells Charlie, I told you you'd be trouble. He tells her, I just want to kiss you. Sheesh. Shoot that shot, King. All right, at the end of the workshop, Brendan tells them all to hug their partner. Bree is with Chris, and she's like, damn, I needed this. I forgot how hot you were. All right, I'm just kidding. But Chris is still friend of the year, because he's like, do you still have feelings for Damari? And she's like, maybe. So back at the house, they're all debriefing the workshop. Valentina was like, yeah, honestly, the hug at the end was my favorite part. Catherine, how was your hug with Charlie? It's not like the producers are telling them what to ask or anything. Why would the producers do that? Why would they not just leave it and be natural? Obviously, duh. Anyway, Catherine was like, yeah, it was a real sweet hug, you know, like just like a cute little moment, like a nice little thing that happened. It was not like he told me that he wanted to kiss me or anything like that. Like, why would that? Because that would never happen. That would be just so crazy. Wouldn't that just be crazy? I don't know exactly what happened here, but I wrote down, Lucy is such a Girl Scout. She has no idea what's happening. Who even knows? Anyway, Catherine is just dying to spill this tea to anyone that will listen to her. So she grabs Flavia and Valentina to tell them about Charlie Gate. I don't even know why she would believe Valentina would keep it on the low ski. Then Kat's already icing out this man Louis. And he can feel it. I know he can feel it. Now Damari is finally talking to Bree. This is the first stop on the apology tour. He tells her, you know, I really like what's growing between us. And I don't want to throw that away. Bree's like, you don't think you already threw that away? Honestly, Bree, this is from me to you. It was one kiss. You the one in the beginning that said you a player. He gave the girl one kiss and that's it. Didn't even cuddle with that thing at night. Sheesh. Anyway, after Damari says his piece, pouring his heart out, saying sorry, showing his love, Bree tells him, honestly, right now I have no interest in getting to know you any further. Thank you. You can leave the same way you came in.
That's cold.
Now Damari got to take his skinny jeans and walk up out of there. Poor thing. Over to Catherine and Charlie, who are gearing up to have their big talk. Lucy's back in the house, literally swatting flies. Only Netflix, right? Because like they could have just shown her like just chilling, talking to the girls. They're like, is she swatting flies right now? Can you zoom in on this? Because at the same time that Catherine is talking to Charlie, I want to show that Lucy's so corny that she was just swatting flies. Can you just zoom in there? Anyway, the conversation. Catherine just wants to know that Charlie was being serious about the things that he said, you know, at the workshop. He's like, no, I was being serious. I saw a different side of you that I really liked. He tells her, I think that Lucy was just the safer option in the beginning, and that's why I went with her. This is gonna be a real tough watch back for Lucy. It's gonna be not easy. Also, how many times is Catherine gonna say cheeky Charlie? Good Lord, enough. So after this sit down, they both agree to talk to their partners tomorrow. For now, it's still a secret, something that they both are terrible at. Okay, at nighttime, Catherine wants to go to bed with Charlie, but she's still stuck with Louis. Then Lucy's nerdy ass is just dying to get in bed with the guy that don't like her. Then here goes Charlie. He makes a team announcement. He's like, all right, look, y'all, we done spent a lot of money these last couple days. How about a night with no deal breaks? I see what you're doing there. I see what you're doing there. Boom, episode 6. This one's called Womb for Improvement. Okay, the next day, everyone wakes up. Basically, no one is sleeping with who they want to sleep with. It's a mess. Lucy's talking about how she had a dream last night that 2 new girls came in the house and Charlie left her for them. I didn't know she was also a psychic. Then Louis says that Catherine didn't touch him all night. Like, the clues are there, people. Then out the blue, Gianna comes in talking about how she had a dream about Louis. And we definitely gonna keep our eyes on that developing story. Then who was it? Lucy, who asked Bree, hey, how'd you like sleeping alone last night? Bree was like, stop. Bree was like, loved it. Man, this girl is fighting for her life. Bless her heart. Anyway, then Lana comes through for her morning roast and she's dropping subs at Charlie and Catherine. Also, I have to address the fact that Lucy said because of her past relationships, she has a hard time trusting guys, but with Charlie, she finally let her guard down. You really hate to see this happening, and normally this would be more gratifying, but it's not. Then Louis over here talking about he's catching feelings for Catherine. Since when, bruv? I would bet money that he doesn't even know her birthday. Okay, this is a very important part of the episode. This is where it's all about to go down. Well, I guess almost all if you're Charlie. Catherine grabs Louis for the talk. Charlie grabs Lucy for the talk. It's basically dead man walking. Charlie is talking to Lucy, just literally fumbling words. He's saying any and everything. We're literally watching what happens when Trump stops looking at the teleprompter. Catherine is the one grown up here. She tells Louis, honestly, I've enjoyed getting to know you. You're very fun. You're obviously very attractive. I just don't feel like we're progressing to the next level. Also, on top of that, I can't help but think that I might be having feelings for someone else in the house. And if I'm being transparent, that person is Charlie. You see that? Succinct, straight to the point, transparent, honest. Back to Charlie, who's doing the opposite of this. He's kind of finally spitting it out. He's like, look, I think I just feel a little disconnected from you. You know what I mean? He says, I hope you don't hate me, but can I have a hug? At no point did he mention Catherine, which not surprising to us, but the whole point is that she's gonna see you guys canoodling. You have to get ahead of that. Now, to his face, Lucy takes all this like a champ. She smiles, she nods, they hug it out. But as soon as she walks away and the coast is clear, this poor girl collapses crying. And that was sad. Now I gotta watch the news so I don't feel as sad.
I had a Diet Mountain Dew yesterday and one today. I'm sure they're gonna call that racist too, but it's good. I love you guys.
Well, Catherine and Charlie are now talking again. Catherine is so proud of herself for being honest with Louis, and she's assuming that Charlie did the same thing. She's like, oh my God. I feel like a weight is off of our shoulders. Like we finally told our other partners that we're into each other. We can finally like get to know each other and be free together. Charlie's like, yeah, that's totally cool. I feel you. I didn't all the way bring you up, but I just feel like, should we just like make out? Anyway, the rest of the girls come into the room where the guys are hanging out. This is when they were all like, what's up? And then the guys were like, what's up? And then the girls were like, no, what do you mean what's up? What's up? And then the guys were like, no, what do you mean? What do I mean? What's up? What's up? This can't be how I'm spending my time. Finally, Louis tells the group that him and Catherine are over. They're like, huh? I can't believe this. Louis looks Lucy dead in the eyes. And she's like, do you know why she said that? Lucy's like, I don't know. I've just been dealing with my own shit. And he's like, she says that she wants to get to know Charlie. Lucy has another meltdown. If it ain't one thing, am I right? All right, then watch this. This is how toxic Louis is. He's like, damn, now I'm all alone. I'm gonna have to share my bed with Chris. Literally 4 seconds later, he looks at John and he's like, oh, hello, I'm Louis. Lucy is really the only victim here. Back over to Damari trying with Bree for the 35th time. But now she's finally opening up a little bit more. She didn't call him a pussy, so that is what I would call growth. But Damari doesn't understand the order of operations. He skips a couple steps. He's like, so what's up? We trying to share this bed tonight or what? Then watch this. Shakespeare over here tells Bree, you know, it will behoove you to share your bed with me tonight. Like, have y'all ever seen someone this bold? Imagine someone told you that. Behoove me? Behoove me? Honestly, niggas that use the word behoove, dangerous. What am I even talking about? Let's get serious. All right, we'll get back to them in a second. But like I said in my intro, this Damari and Chris bromance is really carrying. This is where they both open up about their parents, like just some positive black male vulnerability. We love to see it. Okay, back to business. Lana then sets up a men-only workshop called Womb for Improvement, hosted by Shan Boudrum. We've seen her on the show before, and you guys might follow her on social media. And if you don't, I suggest that you do, because it is quality content. You're welcome. She asked the group, who do you respect more than anyone else? Honestly, right here, they cut to Christian, and I totally forgot he was still on the show. Also, they do a quick cutaway back to the girls. I'm gonna get back to the workshop. They do a quick cutaway to the girls, and Lucy's telling them, like, you know, Charlie wasn't honest with me because he doesn't care. And I just want to tell Lucy, Charlie does care, but he's just too immature to have difficult conversations and just chooses to ignore them because he doesn't like to like make people sad. It's like a maturity thing. He'll get there, hopefully. Okay, back to the workshop. Shan tells them they gotta climb into these wombs. It's basically like a little treehouse, but like on the ground. And here's where they get to hear messages from their moms. Louis' mom comes through first and she's dropping some bars. Then we go over to Joao and this dude is already breaking down. They digging deep. Christian's mom is next and she was like, bro, I didn't even know you was on this show. No, I'm just kidding. She was nice too. Then we get to Charlie's mom and she spits some of the best bars of the whole exercise. She's like, son, I just want you to treat these women like you would want someone to treat your 3 sisters. Sheesh. What you gonna do with that, Charlie? Uh-oh. Then we got Chris's mom. He just finished telling us that he had a little strained relationship with his mom, but she comes through and shows love too. He kind of takes accountability. He's like, honestly, some of the relationship stuff is my fault and I gotta do a better job. I'm telling you, this dude Chris is real. Damari's mom's next and she's for sure his twin. And she has a very similar message to Charlie. She tells her son, look, you should be treating these women how you'd want someone to treat your mother. Girl, you know, I say it every year. This show is dumb as fuck, but they do be trying to help people. Even the shows that we think are more serious, like Love is Blind, they don't bring in counselors or like experts as if those people have it more together than these people just because they're older. Anyway, back to the show. The guys all leave the womb and go back into the house to debrief it all with the girls. Oh, then they also get those free pass watchers that we've seen in like past seasons. You know, when you get the green light, you can have a free, you know, rule breaks and all that, but you got to earn those. You know, you can't just be out here willy-nilly. But yeah, we've seen those before, and now they just got them again. Freaking Charlie, man, he never learns, even after listening to his mom. He's like, honestly, I really should apologize to Lucy. But first I should see if I can get a green light with Catherine so we can make out, bruh. Then you got Louis and Gianna fake flirting. God damn, he really is a menace. Did he learn nothing from the womb? Damari apologizes to Bree. I think this is the 53rd one. She asks him, how can I be sure that you won't do this again? And that's a good question. That's a good question. But they talk it out, and she smiles for the first time in 72 hours. She says, okay, I do want to move forward and continue to get to know you. But you got a pinky swear that your head won't turn to anyone else in the house, whether they're here now or if they're new and show up later. He's like, girl, I got you. They get a green light. You see, Charlie, that's how it's done. Because then they cut over to those idiots, and him and Catherine are still trying to get a green light, knowing damn well they're not going to get one until he apologizes to Lucy. The episode ends with Charlie and Catherine continuing to parade around this house. This man gets 2 juicy handfuls of that thing. Okay. Things are getting steamier by the second. She asks him, do you need a green light to break the rules? Or would you kiss me without it? Yes, girl, you know he would. This is also the same woman who said she wasn't breaking rules anymore, but I guess she meant with Louis. They kiss. And I just need you guys to realize what's happening here. They're kissing with the backdrop audio being of Lucy crying. Like, just put that in your head for a second. If you had Dolby Digital surround sound, it would be Smoochies right here and Lucy tears right here. This is television. Boom! Episode 7. This one's called A 99.7% Chance of Trouble. Next morning, everyone wakes up in their new bed. Someone asks Lucy, how do you feel this morning? Lucy says, great. Literally, me and Charlie made the exact same face at the exact same time. Bruh. Lana comes through and tells them all they need a wake-up call, and if they don't act right, there will be consequences. Chris, Kylisha, and Christian all talk about not having a connection, so we kind of get the idea that this episode will at least be a little bit about them. Okay, Queen Bree with the curls, we see you. Anyway, speaking of not having a connection, then Christian pulls up on Kylisha at the pool. I know this man got negative wrist, but the way that Kylisha curves this man, just a tough watch overall. Kylisha, you don't even just want to talk to someone, not even gotta flirt. You don't even want to have a conversation. What are you in the house for? Okay, over to Louis trying to rule break with Gianna. You can see the pain in his eyes. He's trying to fight it with makeouts. Someone needs to put this dude back in the womb. Also, am I the only one that feels like for some reason Flavia and Valentina think that they're the hosts of the show now? They out there just going around asking everybody how you feel about this, how you feel about that. We already got a host, relax. And speaking of having a host, Lana calls the group into the principal's office and she tells everyone that there was a rule break last night. Charlie comes clean with his stupid little face. He's like, all right, yeah, it was us. But honestly, we had to get that out. No, you didn't. You literally didn't. Charlie's like, actually, now that I think about it, you're welcome that we didn't do more. You know, in the beginning, he was kind of like stupid and funny. But now I'm realizing he kind of sucks. I mean, yeah, it's only a $6,000 loss compared to Louis' $60,000 loss, but still. Then Lana calls out Chris and Kylisha for not making any connections. She's like, you gotta go. I'm like, I'm sorry, what? Chris, it can't be true. No, Damari needs you. Oh, just Kylisha? All right, that's cool. Sheesh, goddamn, Lana, the way you phrased that was crazy. But then Lana was like,
hold on, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished?
You thought she was finished? She's like, one of my guests has been making the same mistakes over and over. I'm at home on the couch eating popcorn like, yeah, it gotta be Louis. Lana says the second person leaving her retreat is Louis. And good riddance, get out of here, bro. And honestly, I don't even hate Louis like that, but He really out here just making out. Like, he hasn't asked a real question the whole show. So it's time for you to go. But isn't it messed up how Gianna's losing her best friend and her crush? It's like, there's no victimless crimes. All right, now they're all released from the principal's office. Joao and Flavia start talking, and he's like, honestly, if Lana had sent you home there, I think I would have left too. Literally, why would she send Flavia home? The girl had like one kiss the whole damn show. Whatever, this cheesy ass wordplay works, and these two nerds get a green light. Then on to our episode title. Charlie and Catherine are talking. Catherine, like I said, the adult here, she's like, hey, how do you feel about our connection so far? Charlie's like, honestly, I feel really good about it. She's like, okay, that's great. It's good to hear. However, what would you do if like a grenade comes into the house and she's like really cute? This moron Charlie, there's only one answer, but he found another one. He says, well, yeah, I think there's a 99.5% chance that I would still stay with you.
I beg your pardon?
Catherine's like, oh, like not even 99.9 like how the hand sanitizer be saying, because you can never be sure about germs. This dude says 99.5, but then lucky for us, he increases it to 99.7. So of course, Catherine is feeling great. She's like, this is actually strange. I kind of want someone who wants me 100%, but this is what I got. But there's definitely a 100% chance that this dude is an idiot. Anyway, then everyone goes to sleep, and would you look at that? Chris finally has a bed all to himself. And you love to see it. The next morning, we finally get a visit from a real one, because BAD LANA shows up, and she's like, good morning, y'all. Did I ever mention that monogamy is boring as fuck? With that being said, Bree, you're going on a date with a bad boy, and Charlie, you're going on a date with a hottie, so get your shit together. And look, I'm here for all the drama and BAD LANA's little schemes to break up the couples, but you ain't think you could bring a girl for my man Chris? Or me, huh? And right here is where Lucy's villain origin stories really start to pick up steam. She tells Bree, look, if you get out there and you want to do something, just do it. That's what Damari did. What they say is no hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. Somebody said that. I don't know who it was. Bree's telling us like, yeah, if it's a bad boy, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Bree, you just made this man pinky sweat. Okay, that's cool. Okay, new people alert. First up, we have Jalen. He's from Florida. Honestly, that's the biggest red flag, and I already hate him. He tells us that he's the alpha in his group, and believe it or not, I have no idea what that means. Charlie's like, look, the only way they have a chance of making me leave Catherine is if they bring in a Catherine. Y'all, meet Sabrina from Toronto. BAD LANA really on one for bringing these clones in to get these people to turn their heads. Not only that, she gives them both 24 hours of free rule breaks. And can someone tell me why the rest of the crew is just sitting there watching this? Anyway, on to the dates. Sabrina asks Charlie, hey, how tall are you? He tells her, well, I'm 6'2" in the morning, but as the day goes on, my muscles are so big that they weigh me down. The same cheesy ass line he's told now to 3 women, and probably 35 others from his hometown that will be coming forward as soon as this episode airs. Jalen's out there with Bree, and he's like, so do you have anyone back at the house? And Bree's like, yeah, he's there, and sometimes he's not there, because there's someone somewhere. And Jalen's like, so you saying you open? Sabrina basically asks the same thing on her side. Are you in a serious relationship? There's obviously no way that the producers tell these guys what to ask. Charlie doesn't even hesitate to answer this question. He's like, no. Serious? No, not yet. He's like Lil Uzi Vert. He's like, honestly, it's like my 3rd day out here. But BAD LANA ain't done with her tricks yet. She also laced both of the dates with handcuffs and massage oil. Charlie is folding at light speed. Now Sabrina and Jalen both revealed to their dates. They're like, look, honestly, between me and you, BAD LANA sent me here with a 24-hour free pass for rule breaks. Huh? Now at this moment, I wrote down in my notes, Bree ain't gonna fall for this, but she's already doing more than she would want Damari to do. I also wrote down that I'm positive that Charlie is gonna kiss that thing. But after him and Sabrina have a world championship staring contest, he actually does not kiss that thing. But he tells her, we can break the rules when no one's looking. And I don't know if you guys caught that, but I caught that. And I watch these shows so I can catch things that y'all might not catch. You're welcome. I'm just here hoping that Chris can put the moves on Sabrina back at the house now that Charlie is finally standing strong. Over to Bree. Something is brewing in here. Something is breeing in here? Nah, it was corny. Bree's looking into Jalen's eyes. Jalen's looking into Bree's eyes. Someone says something about someone's lips. Then Bree tells him to come a little closer. And Netflix producers got the nerve to cut away. Okay, it's the end of the episode. It's nighttime. We're all waiting for these dates to be over and for these people to come back. Chris wants the new girl, and he decides to wear the ugliest shirt on the island. Excellent. I already know Netflix is about to cliffhanger me, but I'm still surprised. Bree comes back with Jalen. They sit with the girls. They're all like, no, fuck all that. Did y'all kiss? Bree's like, huh? You said, no. Because I heard you say that. I just couldn't hear what, because there's like a little water in my, you said what? They're like, did you kiss? Yes or no? They cut over to Charlie and Sabrina, who finally come back, and I still can't get over the fact that Chris is trying to pull this girl dressed like an Academy Award. Anyway, Bree grabs Damari to talk. Charlie grabs Catherine. Charlie says, look, I didn't kiss her out there. I was very good. Catherine's like, oh wow, you didn't kiss her? I'm so happy. You guys didn't do anything? Now Charlie's tripping because he didn't tell Catherine that he actually gave this girl a back massage. This dude can't get out of his own way. Okay, that's not important. Back to Damari. He's like, so how was the date? It's crazy how like it's the exact tables have turned from the end of episode 4 to the end of episode 7. Anyway, he's like, yeah, how was the date? Bree's like, yeah, well, it was cool. I mean, he did try to kiss me and boom, another cliffhanger, and I gotta wait till next week to see what happens. And I have no choice but to believe that she did not indeed kiss him and that they're dragging me along for no reason. But if she did kiss him, now we got some tea and I could be supportive of this show. This is nuts. Oh, let me do my little ending thing. As always, thanks for checking out Taste Take. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that like and that subscribe button. In the comments, what do you think? Do you think Bree kissed this guy? Is it crazy that Netflix is bringing in actual clones? Like these dudes have even the same tattoos. Ugh, what are we even doing here? I hope that Bree kissed that dude only for the spice and the drama. It ain't right, but it's okay. I'm gonna make it. Thanks for the time, y'all. Peace. Hey. Also, do we miss Louis? I mean, he's like one of those like real toxic guys on these Netflix dating shows, but something about him makes him less annoying. I don't even know what it is. I hate that I'm even saying it, but I kind of just miss him. And I really hope that Chris gets with Sabrina. He needs a little love. But Kylisha had to get the fuck up out of there. And believe it or not, Christian is still on this show. Who is that guy? I gotta look into that. I gotta find out who that guy is.